Yeah, we finally got Trump now. 37 count federal indictment. Fair and square, promise. He faces hundreds of years in prison. Now, we've been taking a little heat lately on a completely unfair mischaracterization that we've been providing cover for the Biden administration's actual crimes while persecuting his political opponent, Donald J. Trump. But that's not what we're doing. Swear to God.
Do you believe in God?
Not at all. Why do you ask? Some people recall how on the same day the Oversight Committee accessed suspicious activity reports on potential corruption within the Biden crime family, Soros-backed District Attorney Alvin Bragg indicted Trump. And that's not a tactic of weaponization. It's really a shame, actually, because having to investigate Trump for what we said he did diverted our resources from investigating Biden for what he actually did. And you know, all of us at the Bureau were remorseful, to say the least. And then things start to look even more suspicious because on the exact same day that the House Investigative Committee got access to a document showing alleged proof of a $5 million bribery scheme between Joe and an overseas entity, Trump was indicted again. 37 counts to be exact. Now, Biden's innocence is obvious when you consider it's much better for our democracy when you divert your attention to how we just indicted Trump. 37 counts. I mean, how could you not want to focus on that? And if you're still feeling a little suspicious of our one-sided approach to the justice system, because you're one of those people who's putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4, then could I just say, look over there, there's aliens. Yeah, it's really starting to look like aliens are amongst us. I mean, we definitely didn't want the existence of aliens to get out, but gosh darn it, it has. Look at this little guy. He's just doing alien things. Let's focus on this. I'm not really aware of the location of his genital tissues, but nonetheless, very dangerous little guys. Could they be posing an imminent threat to the people of Earth? We don't know, but the answer is definitely yes. That should leave you in enough fear that you desperately want someone to protect you, and thus you become more loyal to your captors. Us. Leveraging Stockholm Syndrome against US citizens is necessary to preserve the democracy that we tell you you're still living in.
Hasn't Biden done the exact same thing that Trump is being indicted for?
Well, we've heard the rumors that Biden has done the exact same thing of having illegal classified documents. But with Biden, it's completely different because he had more of them in a less secure location, his garage, and therefore, it's not a crime. They were by a Corvette, for crying out loud. Corvettes are constitutional.
Did you know that a big part of propaganda is accusing your enemy of what you're doing?
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, that's absurd. If we wanted to do that, which we aren't, and the thought never even crossed our minds, we wouldn't even be able to. Because for a regime to implement such a deceptive strategy, they'd have to control virtually all mainstream media for it to work. And we obviously don't have that kind of control.
It seems like you do control all mainstream media.
Not Fox.
They just got rid of Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, we do control them all now, don't we? No we don't. As far as I'm concerned, what they're all doing is just honest journalism and coincidentally arriving at the exact same conclusions 100% of the time in support for one side and happening to be unsupportive towards our enemies.
That's quite a coincidence.
Well, I guess the odds may ever be in our favor. But do you know what else is a threat to our democracy? Letting Trump run for re-election without us interfering to create the election outcome that will happen regardless. Of course, for our democracy.
That doesn't sound like what happens in a democracy. It sounds like totalitarianism.
Yeah, that's right. Check that. That's incorrect. Democracy.
It's been said that Biden wants Trump to virtually be given a death sentence over these latest indictments.
Yeah, they definitely want him dead. Hard for him to stop what the Biden administration is being used to implement if he's spending a few hundred years in prison or until he dies, whichever comes first. But regardless, we all want him JFK'd one way or another.
I've heard reports that Trump has said he will still run for president even if he's in jail.
Hey Carl, is Epstein's prison cell still available? Good, get it ready. And make sure the security cameras that definitely never fail are quote-unquote properly installed. We'll handle it. We just want to make sure the American people get a very fair election.
So because you want Americans to have such a fair election, will you finally be acknowledging the existence of Hunter Biden's laptop?
Can't do that. That's just Russian misinformation and whatnot. And also remember aliens.
Will you be coughing up the full unredacted document from the credible FBI source that proves that Biden was involved in a $5 million overseas bribery scheme?
Can't do that. It would put our source's life in grave danger.
Does that mean that you suspect the Biden family would be looking to have him killed if their crimes were exposed because of him?
Yeah, that's right.
If you think the sitting president would have someone killed who has incriminating evidence on him, don't you think that's something that you should come forward with?
The consequences on that, and it's just not really what we do in a democracy. I mean, just remember Trump, 37 count indictment, and aliens.
Blink twice if you need help.
I'll tell you, I think there's two things the world needs more of to be a better place. More redheads and more red light. I don't know about you, but I'm someone who doesn't like to have obstacles in my way of living life the way I want, whether it's sore muscles, stress, or poor sleep. And once I started bringing red light therapy into my life on a regular basis 2 years ago, I noticed I get over those hurdles much quicker now. And in my opinion, nobody does red light therapy products better than Bon Charge. They bring not only red light, but also the most potent bioactive forms of near-infrared light into their devices to help you have better skin, reduce stress and promote relaxation, get better sleep, and help your muscles recover faster from injury and exercise. Backed by science, there's a reason why red light therapy has become an absolute staple in the health and biohacking world. Bon Charge has a full line of red light therapy devices to fit your needs. My personal favorite are the full body panels, the Max and the Super Max red light therapy devices. I also love Bon Charge's new red light mask to help me beautify my face as I'm aging. If you want to get past hurdles and start optimizing your health and how you feel and function on a daily basis, then just go to boncharge.com/JP. Check out their full line of red light therapy devices. And while you're there, please use the discount code JP for 15% off.